Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Tuesday morning. Matthew chapter 9, verse 9, here imbued. And I hope you're appreciating the wonderful background. So here today, Jesus is bringing us to a place where he begins to put together his team of disciples who will assist him in accomplishing the task that God has called him specifically to do. And part of that task was to leave behind on earth a representation of him so that they could fulfill the very revelation of his intention, which was to proclaim the gospel. Now, the first person that he turns to in this verse 9, in Matthew 9, verse 9, he says, as Jesus went on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting in a tax collector's booth, and he said to him in red, "Follow me." And he got up and he followed him. So the words in red today are "follow me." And the reality of following Jesus is a very precious thing, because it gives us an opportunity to make a decision and change direction. Up to that point, Matthew, a tax collector in a booth. Now, a tax collector worked for the Romans to collect taxes from the people. And the way that they would make their money was they would pilfer off their own representation percentage in order to benefit their own personal needs. And nobody could do anything about it, because the Roman guard would protect the tax collector and perhaps kill or at least harm those who were unwilling to pay the tax that in this case was prepared to receive. And so they were not embraced. They were not embraced by the Jewish nation at all. They were, if you like, hated. They were the scum of the earth as far as the nation of Israel was concerned. And here, this day, Jesus passes, as it were, his office, his tax booth. He passes his office and he sees Matthew, and he says to Matthew, "Follow me." Now, the reality of following Jesus meant giving up on everything that had ever represented Matthew's life up to that point. And Matthew has to make a really rapid decision as to whether or not he would listen to what Jesus had to say, or whether in fact he would continue to stay in his booth and make money for the Romans and for himself, continue to be hated and continue to be disregarded. What will Matthew do? And that's a question that we all need to come to in our lives. Jesus passes us by every day in some form or another. Everyone gets an opportunity. Sometimes people get more than others. And what will we do when Jesus passes by? When he asks us this very word, this very invitation, "Follow me, follow me." Now, a long time ago, I heard those words and I followed Jesus. And I've been trying to follow Jesus from that day to this. What about you? Are you following Jesus? And following Jesus really means representing him in the next scenario of your life. It's doing what he says and doing what he wants and doing what he thinks in the next moment of your life. Now, that's a whole lifetime of development where you get to that. But that's the point. Will we start off following Jesus? Will we continue all through our lives following Jesus? And will we still be following Jesus at the end of our lives? Have a great day. In Jesus' name, bless you.